Hey, what's up, YouTube? You're with Got That Funk, and this is a video response to my good friend Laura Lila, and her video, A Question for Women. Yeah, she did say men could answer it as well, though. That's why I'm making this video. And the question basically was to women, uh, if you don't want men to objectify you, why objectify yourself? And she was talking about the efforts to, wear clothing or makeup which might be deemed as provocative, I suppose. Why do it if you're going to object to it? If you don't want men to look at you with any kind of a lustful eye or whatever, why do that? Why wear those clothes or that makeup that might evoke that response? Well, I'm obviously not a woman. But I am a bloke who does occasionally, not very often, but occasionally I like to dress up and do my thing and go out and be really overly over the top flamboyant. I, whenever I've done this throughout my life, and it was a lot more frequent when I was younger, of course. But whenever I do this, I put on my outfit, and with my outfit, I put on my attitude. Because if you're going to be a heterosexual man dressed in a great big puffy purple pink jacket or whatever, purple fur jacket, you're going to take a lot of abuse. You're going to take a lot of strange looks. You're going to take a lot of snide comments as you walk by. You are also, however, going to get a lot of compliments. Blokes coming up to you telling you that you got a lot of balls for coming out like that. Women coming up to you admiring you for having the panache that so many men don't seem to want to display. So I can only project and assume that it's kind of similar for women insofar as, if you're going to dress in a way which might be deemed provocative or alluring, you need to put on something of an attitude with it, or you are going to suffer from the feeling of being objectified. I know as well that when it comes to, this is true for men and women, when it comes to being fancied by a member of the chosen sex, we only really want to be fancied by people who we fancy. And when it's someone that we don't fancy fancying us, then we object. But if it's someone that we personally find attractive, suddenly it's less objectionable when they objectify us. In fact, we almost want them to objectify us. So I'm going to use the word that you're not supposed to use. And I'm going to because this is true about me, and I am willing to presume. Of course, that means I could be wrong, but I'm willing to presume that the majority of women who objectify themselves deliberately um, do so because of vanity. They do it for their own benefit. They're not trying to look good for other men or look good for men or other women so much. They want to feel good in themselves, and for whatever reasons, whether they've been socialized into thinking that beauty is, this way, or whether it's just that they've developed their own personal style. Never underestimate the power of vanity over one's own psychology. And for you, Laura Lila, you just don't seem to have that vain streak that a lot of us do have. I've certainly got it, and I know when I decide to do my thing and get all flamboyant, it is definitely because I am vain. So I don't know if that really explains it completely, of course, but I think that's a large chunk of it. Anyway, I've already talked for longer than I meant to, so I'm going to wrap this video up here. But yeah, vanity and attitude, I think, is the main thing. You always want people that you fancy to fancy you, and you never want people who you don't fancy to fancy you. Unfortunately, there's no outfit that you can put on that will only attract the people that you want to. Sad but true. Anyway, that's all I've got. This has Got That Funk. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, may all your ups and downs be ups.